Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my something. What up, everybody? It is the LR Lunatic Radio Shizzo. I'm Kieran. That's Rock over there in the beautiful, giant, enormous Gotham City called New York City. It's fall in New York. Everybody's fucking putting away the goddamn sundresses. People are out there fucking bundling up, starting to grow the body hair back because, you know.
Right.
You don't
no
need
one's going to see anything.
Don't need the shaving season is over.
Oh, shaving season's over.
Yeah, it's shaving season is over. You can grow, not to be crude, but I'm going to be crude. Grow your bush back if you're a female out there. Why not? Just throw it out there. What do you think, Rock? You in agreement with that?
Sure. Yeah, I guess. To each his own. So is there ever that season out there in Arizona, or is it just always just hot season?
Nope. Gotta fucking trim up. It's always hot. Right now is actually the best time of the year to be out here. October is kind of like beautiful weather. It's probably the month. Like the first people that came to Arizona, they came here in October. I'm like, wow, not a bad place to live. But then they, it gets cold and it gets fucking, and you're living in a fucking slow cooker for the summertime. We always talk about Arizona.
I know, it always goes there.
That's fucking annoying. I am dedicated to doing the radio broadcast because my New York Yankees are in the ALCS against the hated fucking Houston Astros.
Hated Houston? What, the rivalry that is?
Yeah.
Yankees Astros?
No, it's not. It's not. But the Houston Astros were like, you know what? Give us a whole shitload of money. We'll make a run for a few years, and they got everybody. They got everything. They got Verlander. They got Kate Upton with the titties. They got Zach Greinke. I know Kate Upton doesn't play for the team, but she's definitely.
You do understand that is the Yankees' philosophy. Give us have a lot of money and just buy up everybody.
We're like the fifth or sixth. Our what is it? The roster? What we pay our roster? It's like seventh.
It's not number one.
It's not number one.
Huh? What? No.
Why?
Way.
You know why? Because our GM's a fucking mastermind. And we don't have to pay any of these guys for like the next 2-3 years. All these young cats that we have, like
the Yankees are number 3 behind Boston and Chicago.
Oh, right.
But Boston won just last year. This year they just exploded.
So
in Chicago.
Last year we were like number 5 or number 7.
All right, well, we'll talk about this year. This is
all right. Right now, fucking A.
I mean, let's be honest. The Yankees picked up Edwin and Carson. I can't even say that guy.
And Canarsie, yeah, whatever.
But the point is, they picked him up for a goof. They're like, why not? Let's just.
Yeah, they're like, hey, Edwin, you want to play, dude?
Yeah. You're like,
hey, here's fucking 10 mil. Come on over, dude.
Yeah, you look bored in Toronto. You want to do something?
What are you home playing video games? What the fuck?
They're like, it's like when you're like in high school, you just call up your buddy. Yo, what are you doing? You want to hang out? I got nothing going on. That's what they did with him. It
is ridiculous. They might lose tonight though, the Yankees, because Verlander is 36 years old, and he's unbeatable. You know why he's unbeatable? Because every night he gets to go home to the lovely Kate Upton, and she rejuvenates him. I believe that the reason why Verlander throws as hard as he does at his advanced age is because Kate Upton.
Hey, listen, maybe it works.
He goes home. He goes home. He gets romantic with Kate Upton. It's like testosterone put right back into you,
Sure. Yeah,
like,
right. Natural testosterone. They can't check that on drug tests.
It's like sleeping for 12 hours. You wake up, you feel refreshed. Her body parts are the fountain of youth, I think.
Right.
She's that hot, Rock.
And I get it. I see where you're going. I understand.
She's fucking. Wow, we got Gleyber Torres batting third tonight on the thing. Wow.
So I might be running out of time to say this, so I'll say this now. So technically,
you suck at radio. I wanted to get it in. Go ahead.
Technically, for the record, in the past 5 years, New York Mets have been to more World Series than the New York Yankees. Fun fact.
That is horse shit. That is a horse shit fucking.
No, that's accurate.
I know it's accurate. I get it. But
it's very accurate.
Would in the last 5 years, would you say the New York Yankees were the better baseball team or the New York Mets? The New York Yankees, because they're in the playoffs all the time.
As the goal is to win the World Series, I would say based on that information, the New York Mets are.
I think since 1995, the Yankees haven't been in the playoffs like 3 times. When's the Mets went? What, they went once and they went to the World Series and fucking what's that pitcher's name? Dynamite or something? What's his name?
Dynamite.
The Dark Knight.
What?
The Dark Knight.
Dolomite pitching.
Yeah, Dolomite pitching. And he wanted to pitch he wanted to pitch 2 games in a row or something. The idiot guy. What's his name? The Dark Knight.
Yeah, Matt Harvey.
Matt Harvey, right. Where the fuck's Matt Harvey? Matt Harvey's fucking bar backing now in Connecticut somewhere.
Yeah, he felt, man, there is a book there, man. The rise and fall of Matt Harvey. Jesus. What I'm
getting to, Game 7 versus the Royals back a couple years ago when the Mets made it to Game 7 of the World Series. Matt Harvey should have been taken out fucking 3. He refused to be taken out. He wanted to pitch. They didn't make it to Game 7. It was they lost in 5 games. All right, but they Game 5.
It was
7 games. Wasn't it 7 games?
No, they lost 4 games to 1. They only won 1 game.
Oh, all right. What the fuck? Yeah. Well, it wasn't that good of a story then. Fuck it.
No. But Matt Harvey didn't want to come out still. Yeah, it still wasn't good.
Yeah, not a good look.
But the Yankees look very good this year.
They do.
I was impressed what they were able to do with such a beat up. That's really a good sign of a farm system when you could have.
I told this. I said this to a friend of mine.
Oh,
and it actually he's not a friend of mine, but I just said this to somebody else because the only friend I have is Rock.
Oh,
I want to point that out. I said this to somebody else. I was like, you give me the 2019 New York Yankees fully healthy, then you can pick an all-star team from the rest of the major leagues. Right. Put us in a 7-game series. I guarantee you that would be close.
I would definitely be right there with you, man. It's impressive what they pulled off. I don't think you're being a shitty Yankees fan. I think that's a legitimate, fair take.
They have so many guys. There are guys in the minor leagues. There are guys sitting home on the couch that play for the Yankees that could bat 3rd, 4th for any other team.
Yeah.
Start for any other team. They're fucking great. They're just a great team. Pitching's not the greatest thing, but whatever.
No, and this might be a rare case. I know we're doing a whole sports segment, but a rare case where a team has the potential to not be pitching, not be the cornerstone, because the age-old thing is pitching wins World Series, but they just have it good enough where they'll give up 2 to 3 runs, but they'll fucking score 7, 8, 9 runs. Yeah. So it's an interesting situation with the Yankees. It's an interesting team. It's a very interesting team.
Yeah, they're a dynamo. They could be that one team, like you just said. They could be that one team that just wins with offense.
Yeah. It's a rare thing, but that's how the Diamondbacks beat them in the World Series in 2001. That pitching was just incredible. As good as that team was, the Yankees had, pitching was everything, and that's how the Diamondbacks beat them.
I want to mention this.
This was a good show, man. We should try this. We should do this again sometime. That was a good show.
Are you saying this show's over?
I think we have.
It would be a bad idea. I'm trying to get back into.
Bad idea.
I'm trying to get back into the swing of things with doing this podcasting thing, because Rock and I have been doing it for a really long time, and I feel like I mention that every damn show. But with the show, I go around. I'm like, because I feel like we're out of the loop when it comes to podcasting, even though we've been around longer than anybody that does this motherfucker. Yeah. But I go around, I look at the other podcasters that are in our genre and that are in the scene, and I look at their shows and see what they do, and I'm just like, what the fuck, man? This is passing for popular, interesting, and engaging comedy. This is terrible shit. It's fucking brutal. So I'm like, fucking A, man. I was like, I got to get back into this.
Get back into the brutal comedy?
I know. I got to get back into doing shows because, what they literally are, Rock, are guys that go on a podcast with zero chemistry. They have no chemistry, but they all individually might have had, said a funny line or two in their lifetime, or have done an open mic somewhere at some comedy club that's, everybody knows the marquee, Right. So I guess internally they think they're funny or something. I don't know. And it's just, I watch these guys and there's no preparation. Not that I'm saying I'm Johnny Preparation or anything, because I'm not. and I don't prepare, but I'm good at this. They get on there and they're just like, and they just talk. It's just like it's so fucking terrible. It's terrible fucking shit. Podcasting is terrible. I haven't seen a show that prepares yet. I haven't seen a show that actually is prepared. Granted, I don't listen to any podcasts that are done by females. I'm sure they're over-prepared. I don't listen to any of those. I know there's like one that really famous one out there, Guys We Fucked. And I imagine they have a million listeners. I'm sure those girls are millionaires just because they named the title of the show as Guys We Fucked. And the show is hosted by girls.
I'm assuming their cover picture is both of them.
Yeah, and they're actually kind of relatively, they're pretty
attractive,
girls.
of course.
Yeah, and they're, whatever. I don't know if they're funny or not. I don't know what, but I'm sure those are two girls that over-prepare for their show, and I'm sure it's great. Yeah. But the guys that do comedy podcasting are not. And the popular ones, I don't want to go out there and name it because I don't want to get trolled.
You've been down the red bar.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm too old, but they're terrible. They're not good. They're not good shows. There are guys on them that are good comedians. Oh. But they're not good shows. They're not.
Like when you legitimate comedians are on these shows.
Legitimate comedians are on.
Wow. See, we don't have that. No. We have nothing really.
No. We don't care though. We don't care that we don't.
I know. It's just interesting.
I honestly, and people probably are like sitting back going, "Hey man, you guys should get fucking dudes on. Get fucking Rogan on, bro. Why don't you have Rogan on?" I'm like,
they sound like?
Be honest with you, we've done that before. We've had the fucking marquee guy on. Well, we've done that run of marquee guys coming on the show. And I'm kind of the vein of like, you know what? I think this show's better when Rock and I just do it together. Right. Instead of having a fucking Bill Burr in there and we're sitting there trying to engage the guy, you know?
Right, for sure, right.
I get it. It brings more eyes to the radio program, but the content or the funny is not really improved, even though Bill Burr is a legendary comic. And he would maybe add something here, but I kind of feel like, having guests in like that or names, I don't know, it kills the chemistry. I love listening to shows with guys with great chemistry. Like the Bonfire show that I listened to on Sirius XM with Dan Soder and Big J. Okerson. Those guys have chemistry. They have a great chemistry together. And I love just listening to them two. I actually don't like it when they have guests in. I like listening to them two do their thing.
Because it takes away from their
right
momentum.
Yeah, it really does. Like like having Little Kim in. Is that improving anything? No.
Can we get Little Kim on the show?
She can't fucking talk. I mean, her fucking face looks like a throw pillow.
What?
You ever see Little Kim lately? Come on, man.
What kind of throw pillows have you seen?
The ones at IKEA. That's all I can afford, Rock.
Holla. All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, here we go. It's this one.
Whoopsie daisy.
That's the one I was looking for. Yeah. So it's the Lunatic Radio show. I want to.
So what does this mean? You're gonna do more shows?
I don't know what it means, Rock. I just wanted to get it out there that I don't think.
Period. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think. Period. I just want to get it out there that I do not believe that Rock and I have diminished. Our skills have diminished, and these shows out there are better than our show. It's not. They're not.
I don't think anyone's saying that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that anybody's saying that, but I'm just trying to give myself a little boost.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Whatever works.
Whatever works, you fucking psychopath.
Here, need a little audible Viagra.
I wanted to give myself that was me giving myself a roundabout compliment. That is psychotic. I'm fucking losing it, man. Pretty soon I'm going to have walls lined with fucking jars of urine in my apartment.
That's where it goes.
It's just
long-winded compliment to jars of urine.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking, my
There we go. That's what we should rename the show. Just call it Jars of Urine and see what happens.
Yeah, honestly, probably fucking gangbusters. Gangbusters. I want to mention this too. I forgot to mention this. The show is now available. Podcasting is available on Spotify. There you go, Rock.
Yeah, what kind of deal? What kind of backroom deal are you cutting with Spotify? What are you doing?
I gave Spotify a call. I was just like,
Mr. Spotify.
I was like, hey, yo, Spotify people. I was like, yo. I was like, all right, I guess I'll be on your network. Go ahead. All right,
I got an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I do a podcast, so what do you think?
Wow. Put them in the corner.
Apparently, you have to like apply for it, but apparently, Rock and I have been doing it for so long that Spotify was just like, all right, fine, why not? So throw you a fucking
That was
bone.
like that was their charity case for the year.
Yeah, just throw you a bone. So we're on Spotify. So I hope you all actually. I think I'm just gonna pump the Spotify thing because I listen to all the other. I feel like Spotify does a better job than the other ones.
Well, Apple's a big one. Apple iTunes or whatever it is now, Apple Podcasts, because iTunes doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Apple Podcasts, that's probably like the other big one. Anyone who's got an iPhone, which is a lot of people.
Right.
I don't know how many exactly, maybe 30, 40 people that have iPhones.
Maybe a little bit more than that, Rock.
They're using Apple Podcasts.
I don't know
but
that.
If you're not.
I don't know that Steve Jobs just because 40 people have a phone he designed. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I think Apple.
That's great though. Spotify.
Yeah, we're on Spotify. So the show's not any better on Spotify. It's the same thing.
Yeah, we don't want to sit on these false advertising. You're not getting a better quality show.
Yeah, it's not like if you flick on this show on Spotify, it's just gonna be a lot funnier. No, it's gonna be the same bullshit. It's just on a better like known network. Yeah.
That would be amazing. different content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
so
cool. I'm glad. That's exciting news. You know.
Is it really? I don't know if it is. But people are gonna love it. They're gonna love.
You make money off of it then? Like if people stream it?
Well, I was talking to the guy from the Boxer Rebellion that I had on the radio program. Did the interview? The guy that did the Augustine documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he, the Boxer Rebellion is a pretty popular band. Been around forever. And they get millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of streams of their music on Spotify. And every month he gets a check for about $38. So,
wow.
Yeah, we're not gonna make any money.
So how much would that equate for us?
I think we're gonna start owing Spotify. I would imagine. At this point, we owe them $380,000 because somebody did work for us. That's a lot of work. We have a lot of shows on Spotify now. They took our it beamed it up Scotty to the Spotify. There's a lot of our shows are on there. That's work.
A lot of technical stuff that had to transpire for that to happen, huh?
That's what I said to Spotify when I called them. I was like, "Yo, Spotify, beam me up Scotty." And they're like, "We're on it." You got it, buddy.
You got it.
You got it, Chief.
Well, good. I'm glad. It's exciting. I mean, it's another service. Maybe we should call up Jay-Z and try to get on Tidal.
Is that still around?
I think.
Jay-Z recently.
See, two white guys are trying to determine if Tidal's still around. There you go.
Well, I was actually I saw a recent picture of Jay-Z with Killer Mike from Run the Jewels. They're on some red carpet. Anyway, it was a recent picture of Jay-Z. Jay-Z literally looks like he has a bush growing out of the top of his head.
Shrubbery.
It looks like.
I want to see this.
Yeah, it looks like he has a bush growing at the top of his head. It's just like, he's growing his hair out, but he's like in his mid-40s, so it doesn't seem right. Like it's not natural. I feel.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. He's kind of look? It's like
He's got like a.
Isn't that like what Sway kind of has?
Yeah, he's trying to get Sway Dizzle's fucking stuff.
Yeah, it's like a cross between Sway and like Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That's a rough look right there. I'm trying. God damn it! Let me see if I can get a recent picture of him so I can show it to the people. He literally looks like he has a. Not that this is important.
No disrespect. It's a little Chia Pettish looking. I don't know how else to describe it.
But he's got the baddest bitch in the land, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Beehive.
The Beehive. Fucking Bumblebee Hive. Here's Jay-Z. Here's a recent picture of Jay-Z. Let me see if I can show it to the people. Why can't I fucking... Let's see. Boom. Boom here. I do a little boom there. There's Jay-Z. Look at that fucking thing. God damn.
That's it. That's the picture I saw, yeah. Yeah, he kind of looks like if you put sunglasses on him, he look like Lenny Kravitz.
It's like a face in the middle of a bush. That looks like something. It looks like a palmetto tree.
It looks like when you stick.
It's a palmetto tree.
When you push the Play-Doh through the little grate, and it kind of comes out a whole bunch of wormy things.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. Fucking Jay-Z. Oh, there we are. There's Jay-Z. Look at that. All right, good for him. I was gonna try to get a picture of a palmetto tree real quick. Put it up side by side. If you can do that, Rock, quick, send it to me. I don't know. I got something for Rock here.
Ooh,
Yankees 0-0. This goes on. We didn't do a show for last week, but 2 weeks ago, Rock and I was going on this rant about how the rap rock era is like an era of music that, as a fan of music, you should maybe like when you're younger, but move on from it, like graduate from it. Like it's a phase type of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't listen to it in your 40s. You should just end listening to it at all. Like who's that? What's that band with the wake up, make up?
Oh, System of a Down?
Like that band, you can't listen to that in your mid 40s and enjoy it. You
Why not?
Because the guy is, he sounds like a fucking dog that got shot. Come on. You can't, that's ridiculous music. Korn, Limp Bizkit, all that shit.
Papa Roach.
You can't, right? So I'm on the interwebs the other day, right? I'm fucking, I'm switching around. I'm like, doing a little swimming on the internet. I like to call it swimming, Rock.
Nice, good for you.
People call it like, what do they call it? Searching? I swim.
Yeah. Kieran, 11 o'clock does deep dives on the internet.
Yeah, and I have a lot of whoopsie daisies.
Whoopsie daisy!
Fuck yeah. A whoopsie daisy all over my phone. So I was on there. Are you laughing? What are you doing? So I was on there and I came across an article, Rock.
Oh.
And it is entitled.
It's entitled? This son of a bitch. What do you think? What does that article think it is?
It's titled, not entitled. It's titled. It's entitled. This article's like, we're too good for you to read. I was like, fuck you, article. What do you want? What do you want?
Just belong you. Go look at your pictures.
Yeah, I went to cry. I logged on his website. I'm like, click it, and the website's like, no, we don't want you here. Please leave, sir. I'm like, what?
I just want to read.
Yeah, I just want to read. And
you just want to look at the pictures.
You're not gonna get this. Don't worry. You're not gonna get it.
Move along.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, fucking Pornhub.
Which, by the way, side tangent. I love the articles that now give like time to read. I'm like, do you really? Come on, give me a chance. I'm not, I know words, but let's come
on. Really? There's websites that time to read. They
say like estimated time to read, and I'm like,
oh, what fucking bullshit is that?
Talk about entitled.
Talk about fucking making somebody feel shitty.
Really?
Don't we have enough of that around these days?
I know. I guess they found some like data that says people are more inclined if they know ahead of time how long the article is, if they don't feel like it's too long, or maybe if they want it to be longer, that they get an idea. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know what it is.
That's ridiculous. Okay, so I came across an article. 2020's 13 most likely Rock and Roll Hall of Fame candidates.
Wow. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is very relevant to that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. Like half of these bands, all the bands mentioned on this list right here, are bands I would never imagine being even like said in the same sentence as Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Because they're other than one, but the other ones that I don't know, I just don't know who they are. So here we go. 2020's 13 most likely Rock and Roll Hall of Fame candidates.
If Breaking Benjamin is on this list, I'm done.
No, but you know,
Thank goodness.
5, 6, 7 years down the line, yes, it will be there.
God.
Bush.
Wow.
Bush. Daft Punk. 2020's 13 most likely rock and roll Hall of Fame candidates. G Love and the Special Sauce.
No way, really? No way.
Korn.
Kieran.
Literally.
That's incredible.
It gets even worse. Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Can you imagine Marilyn Manson being mentioned in a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing? No, ever. Not never. You know, most of his popular songs were covers? How is that fucking possible?
Right. How does this guy...
Right.
And like bands like Judas Priest aren't in, and it took like Rush like 2 decades to
Right.
get in.
Here's the problem with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, everything, but yeah.
It's a TV show now, and now every year they have to have candidates. It's a TV show. It doesn't have to be a TV show.
Right.
Wait until an artist comes around that's worthy enough to be put in, and then have a ceremony, you know, for that artist. Like a U2, for example. When U2 is ready to be inducted, yeah, U2 is a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. First ballot, boom, in there, 100%. You know, but fucking Korn, Marilyn Manson? Are we serious? Korn, I get. Korn more than Marilyn Manson.
For sure.
Marilyn Manson, not even fucking close.
Yeah, what did Marilyn Manson...
Nothing. He wore G-string at the VMAs, and Chris Rock said, everybody go to church. That was it.
That was it.
It was like, yeah, that was it. All right, here's more. This one I could see. And this one's going to make Chris Italia fucking jump for joy. Oasis.
Oh, gosh. Oasis.
What do you think about Oasis being a likely candidate for the 2020
so,
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think I would agree. I could see that. It's kind of crazy hearing this list because it's definitely, when you think of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you think of bands that have been around a very long time. Right. So it's definitely showing how much I'm getting older. But yes, I would agree. And sure, yeah, I would agree Oasis should be on that list. They were a huge band. They were, they came over from the UK and they were like they were a big deal essentially. I wasn't an Oasis fan. I couldn't even tell you. What do they have? Wonderwall? Wasn't that a song?
Yeah, they had a lot. I mean, I watched the documentary. They had a lot of music. They
have a documentary. Who doesn't have a documentary? Why don't we have a documentary?
We're not. Pretty soon, Rock. We'll be on the Behind the Podcasting. Whenever that comes out on VH1.
When MTV does start going into podcast.
Behind the Podcasting. Okay, so Oasis, Portishead. 2020's 13 most likely Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Portishead.
I like them. I'm a big fan of Portishead.
Here's another one. Brian Setzer's Orchestra.
Yeah, there you go. Was the Stray Cats in it?
I don't know, but he did the Stray Cats, and he also had Brian's. I don't think Stray Cats are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Stray Cats?
Let's see.
Stray Cats are fucking touring. Who knew that? Everybody tours still. God.
No, they're not in. The Stray Cats are not in.
But the Brian Setzer, that seems like.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, the Stray Cats. Yes, the band was inducted. In the Long Island Music Hall of Fame in 2006. They're not.
Sleater Kinney. Who's that?
I've heard of Sleater Kinney. But I'm not familiar with that.
I gotta music. I have no idea what Sleater Kinney is.
Yeah. I've heard the name, but
what's their popular fucking? I've never heard of it. Like, how can this be a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame candidate when, like, people are like, who is that? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of people are like, what the fuck is Sleater Kinney? Elliott Smith. Who's that?
Oh, from oh my God, what was the band in the 80s?
It's like a writer for the New York Times. Who is Elliott Smith? It's like a gossip columnist.
Oh God! Oh, I feel like such an idiot right now. There's a band of like a first wave band.
What? Robert Smith? Elliott Smith Music.
Oh God damn it! Why am I drawing a
blank? Oh, he's been around since 1997. Go ahead. What?
Wait. Why am I drawing a blank?
Well, he's an older gentleman. Stephen Paul Elliott Smith.
I guess I'm thinking of somebody else.
Was an American singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist. Smith was born in Omaha, Nebraska, raised primarily in Texas, lived much of his life in Portland, Oregon, where he first gained popularity. In what? Drinking coffee? Smith's primary instrument was the guitar, though he also used piano, clarinet, bass, guitar, drums, and harmonica.
I don't know what this is. I was thinking of somebody else.
Who the fuck is this guy? What is this popular shit?
Yeah, what was his hit?
What's his hit? Give me a hit, Elliott Smith.
Apparently he's dead.
Man, somebody really wrote a lot about this guy. I think this guy wrote his own Wikipedia because it goes on and on forever. This guy's so self-indulgent. Jesus Christ. This Wikipedia is like 60 miles long. All right, musical style and influences. The Beatles. Yeah, all right, we get it. All right, studio albums. Roman Candle, 1994. Elliott Smith, 1995. Either Or, 1997. XO, 1998. Figure Eight, 2000. From the Basement on the Hill, 2004.
I have no idea who this person is.
I have no fucking idea who this guy is. This guy might as well. I need to find some Elliott Smith music. I could probably play it on the fucking goddamn show.
Okay, so I just pulled up his discography on Wikipedia. So the best he ever did, his peak chart position was an album he did. He was 19 on the, I guess, Billboard Top 100, and that was after he died. The album after he died.
He's dead? This guy's dead?
Yeah, this guy here is dead.
Well, cross him off then.
So his album Figure Eight was number 99, and his album.
All right, there's no way this guy should be even a candidate.
This guy's a nobody.
Sleater Kinney. Try to find anything on that band. That's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame candidate for 2020. Who the fuck? Who's Sleater Kinney?
I've heard of them, but apparently they're still on tour. It's an all-female band.
Ooh.
Like Kieran's like,
I got boobs and I got titties in the band. What do you think, Rock?
All right. Yeah, apparently they have a whole bunch of albums too. They just put one out this year.
Yeah, but if you put it, if no one notices, is it really put out? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, again, so their highest peak was 18 for the album "No Cities to Love" in 2015. I couldn't tell you. I've heard the name, but I have no idea who these people are.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna try to find
play a Sleater Kinney song.
I'm gonna try to find one.
Sleater Kinney.
Sleater Kinney. Let's see. Here we go.
I'm pretty sure YouTube won't care.
No, they're not gonna give a shit.
Well, they took a hiatus from like 2008 till 2000.
That's Sleater Kinney. There you go. Everybody I know is happy. Everybody that I know is napping. That is some fucking great shit. Here you go. Sleater Kinney. What's their top fucking charting thing?
Who cares?
Here's some songs by Sleater Kinney. 17,000 views, 161,000 views. These are videos they have on 1.5 million, 370K, 130K, 179K, 5,000. They're really not even getting that many fucking streams on goddamn YouTube.
Like a number one album or
you have to have a number one album. Like I get Korn. Korn is, they killed it for a little bit. Marilyn Manson was popular. Fucking Carson Daly said, named him had him on the TRL there.
Makes no sense. Man.
All right, here's another one. 2020's 13 most likely Rock and Roll Hall candidates. Weezer.
Wow. Yeah, I can see them, man. They are huge.
Weezer. See, that could be one.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of their music.
Wow because I can't believe they're there.
I know, I can't believe this. Those bands would ever be considered for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like any of that.
But these bands at some point,
is fucking Nine Inch Nails in there yet? Is 9 Inch Nails in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because if this is the fucking list of candidates and 9 Inch Nails is not in there, what the fuck's happening? Because 9 Inch Nails spawned all this shit. Nine Inch Nails should be there.
No, apparently not.
Okay. Erase this entire list. Whoever wrote that article is a fucking dope. Because they should have started out with Nine Inch Nails, nothing else. If they're gonna put anything in, Nine Inch Nails should go in. They should be in there tomorrow. Nine Inch Nails. They are industrial music. Absolutely. Nine Inch Nails.
They essentially like started it.
They started everything
on a mass commercial scale.
Yeah. How was fucking Nine Inch Nails not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Yet we're talking about Korn and Marilyn Manson?
There's a level of popularity that comes into play. I'm not saying that Nine Inch Nails didn't have that.
Because it's a TV show? Or what are you saying? Go ahead.
Just general popularity. I mean, I think Korn has a more of a broader appeal than Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. I can see that. Miss Joe checking in. At least it's not. It's kind of rock and not a rock rap or a rap. Rap. Yeah. I don't understand why this.
Bush going in. I could see them.
I don't see Bush. I see Oasis.
Yeah. No, I see Oasis as well. For some reason, I feel like.
What about Wilco? That's another one on the list.
Wilco, man, yeah.
Are they great?
They're. I've heard of them. They were apparently a big deal. I was too busy listening to the the non-points back then, and
that fucking band. That guy sounded like he stepped on a cat.
Yeah, the System of a
we
Down.
had them on the show, didn't we? 9 Point. We had the guy, didn't we?
Yeah.
For a second.
Yeah.
All right.
Filters. Yeah. What is Filter gonna get in?
They're not gonna. Filter's not gonna. Filter has way more of a reason to be on this list than Marilyn Manson does.
I agree.
But Marilyn Manson.
How many albums has Marilyn Manson even put out?
One was a cover. The next one was a cover, and then they were just like, fuck it, we'll do another cover.
We're doing pretty well. We had a nice.
They had the Beautiful People. Like the Beautiful People song. Beautiful people. Ba, 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 ba. That was it. Like that. That's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I can do that shit. Who cares? Marilyn Manson was once a studio audience member on TRL.
What?
Yeah, back in the day. Or no, was it TRL? Or was it something else? You remember that old? Yeah, he was like a kid. Marilyn Manson should not be even considered.
1, 2, 3.
Does he even play guitar? Does Marilyn Manson play guitar?
Oh, good question. No, he's just a singer.
All right.
He's had 10 albums though.
Mechanical
Mechanical album. He had an album that went to number 1. He had an album that went to number 3, and to number 1.
Yeah.
2 to number 1. I mean, he had 2 albums that go to number 1. I mean, to our point, we can't be hypocritical.
Right.
He had 2 albums that went number 1 in the U.S.
No, I get it. Those guys, their music is not rock and roll. In my opinion, Marilyn Manson's music is not rock and roll Hall of Fame worthy. But
if you just want to play basic stats,
if you want to do stats, then he is more of a candidate than the Sleater Kinney, the Elliott Smith, the Wilco, the Brian Setzer Orchestra, the G Love Special Sauce.
I can't believe G Love in the special. Keep in mind, these are just nominees. They don't all get it.
Yeah. No, this is just nominees.
So if we do want to keep playing that stats game, then Marilyn Manson is going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's got 2 number 1 albums.
Honestly, it's the absolute sham, and there should be a protest outside of wherever they held this fucking ceremony. If they induct Marilyn Manson or Korn before they induct fucking 9 Inch Nails, that is fucking ridiculous. That is a fucking sham. That Hall of Fame is just as important as the NBA Hall of Fame.
Well, everyone doesn't like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, it's across the board. People feel like
it's like a place where we celebrate the greats.
Sure.
And I think it's just as it's something. I don't know. I give it more credence than I do, other things. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a better musician than fucking goddamn Marilyn Manson.
Aw, thanks.
Come on, man.
I know he doesn't even really like sing.
He didn't do anything. He wears makeup. He went to Candy's, bought some eyeliner, and said, "I'm a rock star," and boom, there he is. The fucking mall, got some lingerie, said, "I'm gonna be a little freaky."
He went to Spencer Gifts.
By the way,
he went to Hot Topic, and
I'm watching Game 2 of the ALCS right now. How's it
going?
Not too good. We're losing by 1, but James Paxton, I believe, is pitching for the Yankees, and when they do that close-up shot of him looking at the plate trying to get the signs, James looks like he would be a kind of person that just stared at a Ferris wheel for a while. You know what I mean?
Like, I gotcha.
I'm a little. I don't get it. A little slow.
Got it. I understand.
A little cross-eyed, kind of.
Hey, Kieran, I got a question for you. I just found this out in a recent article the other day. If you had to put a monetary value on using a search engine, any search engine, just being able to search things on the internet, how much would you pay?
Oh, fuck. So it would like cost money to use the search engine?
Yeah. A year.
Like a yearly value?
A yearly cost. Because the Federal Reserve just put out some information that, the internet is kind of the wild, wild west still. And they wanted to start to get an idea of what things would cost to kind of help. It's supposed to apparently help the economy to have a better understanding of how much things would cost. Anything across anything that we do, any services, and the internet is still this growing organism, if you will. And so they got a bunch of MIT economists around the world, including one from MIT, to do these surveys, and it'll find us information of different parts of the internet, including to use Facebook, to use YouTube, and then to just generally use search engines. They didn't want to be specific, just you could use whatever search engine you wanted, but the ability to type in something in a search engine and to be able to get answers. How much do you think that service would cost a year?
God damn it.
All right, it's kind of tough, right?
It is hard.
They have a number, so I have a number.
I'm trying to think of what like cable costs. Like it's like
it's like $150, $180 a month.
Yeah.
So that's like what?
I don't know. I'll say $800.
$2,000 a year.
$800.
$800.
Yeah. I'm retarded by saying that? I don't know.
These economists, through a lot of surveys and data, $17,000.
Jesus Christ. So to use Google, if you put a monetary value on it, to use Google for a year, to search on it, it would monetarily...
The value, the purpose, the use, how many people need it.
Right. It is my brain. It's my brain. It's most people's brains.
And that's it. There you go. $17,000 a year. So in their data, they're saying the average person, average U.S. person, would shell out $17,000 a year to use that service. Now, I don't know.
Talk about
they're not saying that that's what they're going to do or anything. They're just trying to figure out the value of these things.
Talk about taking fucking things for granted.
Yeah.
Like taking the ability to search something on Google for granted is.
I mean, I already used it like 10 times in this show.
Yeah, it's the reason. It's how we do the show. It's everything. Yeah, Google's everything. It is. Like, oh, what's the name of that fucking thing? And boom, Google has it. Yeah. Porn. Period. I didn't know that Yes Porn Please existed until I went to Google. Google told me about it.
It's true. They are. It's like a giant brain.
The late great XXXBunker.com. I had no idea about that until I went to Google.
Are they no longer around? What was the other prices? They had some other. YouTube was around $1,100.
YouTube?
YouTube would be $1,100 a year.
Mm.
Facebook would be about $48 a month. You could do the math on the year. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, you know, they're never. I mean, they're never going to charge to use.
No, but it helps that like this data. I mean, look, now that with the whole net neutrality thing, who knows what's going to happen?
No, not. I think they re-implemented that. I just
really?
read that. Yeah, I read that not too long ago. So net neutrality exists now. They didn't abolish it. Now it's back into good standing. So now we're not going to be throttled down for my Yes Porn Please clips.
Thank goodness.
This is great.
I mean, I was saying that sarcastically, but like it helps them apparently, like the Federal Reserves, to have again, like just having just general knowledge of costs of things and value of things.
Right.
It helps the economy in a lot of ways because the more goods and services that an economy is able to give, banks in turn are like, okay, well, you have a lot of assets, so we can do, it just general economies around the world having this sort of information helps because if people are making things and people want them and people are using them every day, all that has value outside of just the pay for service value, but just a general value to quality of life and things like that, and that all comes into play. So these economists figured that out based on data and surveys and all sorts of fucking shit way above our heads. And yeah, about $17,000 a year is what the value of using search engines is, which at first it's like, God damn, that's a lot of money, but who doesn't use a search engine?
Who doesn't use Google?
10 times a day, right? I mean, they're just saying search engines generally, but because
right, yeah. I mean,
world.
But yeah, but like when I go on, like sometimes my computer will switch me over to Yahoo to do like as a search engine, and I'm like disgusted with it. Like I go to Yahoo and I insult Yahoo by going Google.com. you know? Like I don't even want to use Yahoo. Like I'm like, nah, fuck off Yahoo. I'm going to Google.
Have the right information.
Yahoo, here's how fucking shit I am to you. I'm gonna go to your site and search Google and go to Google and search for something. Fuck off, Yahoo.
You're using like their resources to get to Google. Like that's really shitty. It really is.
Yeah, but that's what I think. Google's the shit. I mean, it really is.
I mean, do we really know that? Like, has anyone like done any like legitimate comparisons lately to get an idea?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it has to be. It is the shit.
They gotta be all the same stuff.
It's not. It's not. I'm telling you, Google is better than Yahoo because I've searched shit on Yahoo, and Yahoo's just like, I don't know, man. Go to Google. I don't know what that is, man. Go to Google. Go to Google. Yeah.
I'm gonna start using like Bing or something. I'm gonna be like instead of all the kids at school who had Oreos, so I'm gonna be the kid who brought in the Hydrox.
I eliminated Bing. I eliminated Bing when Rob Dyrdek started fucking promoting it, and I'm like, I don't want to be like that guy. The Fantasy Factory douchebag.
Right.
The guy's like 45, still fucking skateboarding. Stop it. His hat sideways. Actually, I do that too, though. Rob Dyrdek.
Dyrdek?
Yeah. Got the show.
Are you ever going to do like flat brim hats? I feel like I could see you wearing
I do have, that's what you gotta fit in with the people out here. Everybody's West Coast out here.
Right.
I know one kid out here from Connecticut. And I go to him every day. I actually go to him every day and go, West Coast people are dumb. I say it all. I was like, this is what West Coast people
really don't want to make any friends out there, do you?
This is what West Coast people have on East Coast people. West Coast people are generally larger people. I've noticed that. They're generally larger.
That's what they got on the East Coast people?
Like taller, or maybe even better looking. But
yes,
East Coast people, their intellect and comedic styling and personality, far superior than anybody in the West Coast. Far superior. Like I run circles around people out here, Rock. And in New York, I was considered a retard.
It's a slower bit of lifestyle out there. I get
out here, I'm not sure, from Idiocracy.
Right.
We got this guy, not sure. And he's just going to fix everything.
You're not sure.
Yeah.
So you're out there explaining to everybody that you need to use water to plant for the plants.
Look at Arizona, man. They got no vegetation.
I just put.
It's got electrolytes. Yeah, but still not gonna. That's why you got.
You're not getting it.
That's why you got fucking haboobs. Haboobs. They have haboobs. Just a dust.
Haboob?
It's a dust storm. They call it a haboob, though.
I can't even. I've never even heard of that term before.
I've-
Have you
yeah.
ever been in a haboob?
No, because apparently you can get this thing called valley fever,
Oh, what the hell is that?
which is
Valley
which is the
fever?
disease that can be brushed up from the ground and into your nasal cavity and cause like the flu for 6 months.
What?
I know a guy that got it. He had the flu for 6 months. The flu
Wow.
for 6 months.
This is new level of Arizona is terrible because like this is ridiculous.
Yeah, valley fever's no joke, and people don't even fucking like. You remember like back in the day, where in New York we used to see people like run. You know, we'd make fun of them wearing those masks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like getting on a plane, they go to China and they're wearing a surgical mask. Valley fever, man, you get that shit. Like his name was George. Yeah, he lives right down the block. He got valley fever, and he like fucked him up, fucked up his job, fucked up everything.
And what caused it? Like what's getting kicked up? Like
Something from the earth, like in that dust
Oh.
storm. Like that dust is everywhere when you have a
Yeah.
haboob, and it's something in the dust that gets in your, and you just get it.
haboob. What a funny word.
A haboob.
Haboob.
I go to fucking strip clubs to see haboobs. I don't want no haboob blowing on me. I like to put my D in between a haboob. Fuck a haboobs, that's right. Yeah, fuck a haboobs.
That sounds terrifying though.
Yeah.
Not only is it a dust storm, like you could get like severely sick.
Every time, like one of them things happens, like either if I'm driving in the car, windows all the way up, or if I'm out and I'm literally doing this or fucking whatever.
Why do people live out there? Why do people live there?
I don't know. Like I said at the top of the show, going back, the first person that came to Arizona came here in October when the weather's the nicest. And we're like, hey, there's no one here. Let's set up shop. Weather's kind of nice. And that's it. We're all fucked since then.
Terrible.
This whole entire state could be fucking solar panels, and it would power everything.
Yeah.
At least from Denver west.
Right.
It would power everything. And
Just move everybody out. Get everyone to like Utah or
come
California.
on, everybody, come on. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're putting in fucking solar panels everywhere. This entire valley could be solar panels. For fucking, boom, there you go.
It would just be like one night, like when a store, like a store's about to close, they put like over the intercom, like stores closing. They just be like, Arizona's closing tonight, so
Yeah.
everyone, you need to go.
Yeah. We had a good idea. We're going to kick all you out.
We're helping you.
Yeah, we're helping you. Go back to your life because no one's living life out here. They're getting suntanned and then they're going to die. And that's what's happening out here. There's nothing, Arizona's not contributing. There's no one here contributing anything to the rest of the world.
But you have the Arizona Coyotes out there, the hockey team.
All right. Yeah. Great. You know what? Like the most famous person out of here is fucking who's actually doing anything with his life is he's on Comedy Central now, and I just forgot his name. He used to do
Not that important.
he used to do the Hollywood Minute on SNL way back in the day. What the fuck is his name? He was friends with Chris Farley, the little short-headed blonde.
David Spade.
David Spade.
He's from Arizona?
He's the most famous person from Arizona.
Wow.
And the
Joe Dierte.
and the gin blossoms.
There's your. What did Arizona give us? David Spade and the Gin Blossoms.
Yeah.
I'd say if there's
There
a
you
reason
go.
to close up shop.
Yeah, absolutely. Zero culture
David Spade.
in the gin blossoms. That's what this state is. I mean, obviously, we have James Maynard Keenan.
Oh.
Tool. He lives out here, but I don't know if he's from
Lives
here.
there.
I don't know if he's from here.
Yeah, but doesn't he have like vineyards in California? So is he really spending a lot
it's
of
like
time out there?
it's in a place called Jerome. That's where he's like his shit is.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck that is because I don't.
that sounds like a town Kieran doesn't go to.
I ain't going anywhere near anything named Jerome.
I would say, man. Not do well.
Yes. Why? Well, no. Go right ahead.
You know when you go into towns, it says "Welcome to," blah blah blah. Going to Jerome, it just says "Fuck you want."
Yeah. Yeah, the fucking the welcome sign in Jerome says, "Nigga, please, come on."
Why does it say that?
That's just, I don't know.
You don't.
I've never been there. But
Things
apparently,
you can't say things you can't say on the Saturday show.
cannot. Actually, I think he would think that was funny.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's like like it's funny that the welcome sign says,
Yeah.
N-word, please.
I got it.
It doesn't make any sense.
Right. It doesn't.
No. Motherfucker,
also-
say what? You best take your ass to the store with that.
Best. Yeah.
That's what the welcome sign in Jerome says. All right. Did we do enough? I don't even know how much.
Oh, that felt pretty good.
I don't know how much time we do on the show. I wanted to talk about upcoming movies, but
Yeah, why not? You could do it real quick.
I
I just watched the El Camino movie about the Breaking Bad movie.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that the other night. I'd never seen Breaking Bad, ever.
Wow, this is very interesting.
I've
So what
never
did that
seen-
movie do for you?
It was just like I don't know what's going on and why is this guy important?
Yep, that sounds about right. Sounds like right. If someone didn't watch the show.
I watched that movie. Yeah, El Camino. Is it El Camino? Is that what it is?
Yeah, El Camino.
And I was like, I watched it and I was like, yeah, maybe Breaking Bad's not that. It's a pretty good show. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
I mean, like one of the biggest shows ever in the history of television.
So here's a little 2019. It's actually 2019 is coming to an end, but this is the time of year when most movies that are released are going to be in that Oscar, Golden Globe
Yes,
talk.
that's right.
Right. But I would imagine here's everything that's coming out for the rest of the year. La Captain. LAALCAPTAAN. I don't know what that is. Looks
You're
like
gonna win anything. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's not even a word.
Yeah. Terminator Dark Faith Rock.
Great.
Beagle. I don't know what the hell that is. Looks like a shithole movie. Made in China. No, that looks like something.
Is that a doc or is that a film?
No, it's a film. Now they have a fucking a Shining spinoff.
Oh right, I heard about that. Jason Bateman's in it, right?
I don't know. I think it's called. No, I think the other guy, the guy from Trainspotting's in it. It's called Red Rum.
Oh oh right. Oh, why did I think Jason Statham?
No,
Who's in it?
no, the guy from Trainspotting. What the fuck, the guy's name? I don't know.
Oh fuck.
Ewan McGregor.
Oh yeah, Ian McCleniact, that guy.
Ian McCleniact.
Yeah, no, whatever. I know what you're talking about.
That sucks. I can imagine Ewan McGregor listening to that fucking portion of the show going, come on, man. Ian McCleniact? I was in fucking Trainspotting, dickface. What have you done?
I just sounded like that title of that first movie that you mentioned.
I'm just picturing Ewan McGregor actually listening to you say that, Ian McCleniact. Oh my god. I can just picture him in his car going, come on, man.
Come on.
I've been in movies forever. I've done shit. I've been in the Oscars.
He was great in that Fargo series, and I just totally, just gave him a generic name.
So it comes out October 30th, I believe. I don't know who's in it. Let me see who's in it. Yeah, Ewan McGregor, Rebecca Ferguson, Alexandra. No one real famous other than Ewan McGregor. Right. But I don't know. That one looks pretty good. There's a lot of movies with DACA, double A's. A lot of movie titles with double A's next to each other in the title.
Interesting.
DACA.
What is that about?
DACA. I don't know what the fuck that's called. DACA. DACA is an upcoming Indian Punjabi language heist comedy action thriller film directed by. I'm not gonna see this shit.
What is it? Ewan McGregor?
I can't hear it. Directed by a guy named B.A.L. Baljit Sai Dio. I have no idea. Whatever. I'm not watching that shit.
It's Jon Stewart.
Screenplay by Gippy Grewal.
Wow.
DACA.
Gippy? What's with these names?
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that.
That Judy Garland one, I'm pretty sure she's going to get some serious nominations. That was a big deal. Renee Zellweger.
What happened to that fucking Brad Pitt fucking Star Wars movie? That just came
Ad
out.
Astra?
Did that get good reviews?
I don't know. I think it's like I had my fill of, space astronaut films. Like Gravity was a big deal. It's like, then they just kept on coming with them one after another. It's like, we get it. These are astronauts.
Rotten Tomatoes gives us an 83, 7 out of 10, 80% Metacritic. I don't know. That Brad Pitt usually doesn't make a bad movie.
That guy, Brad Pitt.
Oh, dude, there's a fucking shit movie coming out. It looks terrible with Matt Damon and Kristen Bell. It's like Ferrari versus Ford or something.
Oh, right. Like,
I was like, what is
like
this?
It's like an episode of Motor Trends.
It's like Fast and the Furious for intellects. What is this shit? I don't want to fucking watch that.
Yeah, really. I don't need to watch a film about cars.
I never been bored so much by a movie title in my life. It's like they didn't even try to name that film.
It's apparently a big deal. It was like based on a true story. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. You ever see the movie Tucker? That was about cars, and it was just like a guy that made a car. I was like, who gives a shit?
Good for you.
Who cares? Why are we learning about this big face?
Joker, is that going to get some nods?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Did you see the Joker?
I have not, and I'm probably not going to be able to see it for a while, having a young child.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to figure like a late night to be able to watch that.
Do you think if you did go to see it that you would be triggered?
No. I probably if I'm at the movie theater, that means we got a babysitter. Chances are I'm taking a nap.
You know what needs to happen, Rock, and I don't know why it hasn't happened yet, but if, say, last weekend when the fucking Joker came out, it was beamed right to my fucking TV with the ability for me to fucking purchase it to watch, and it would cost me $20, I would fucking do it.
Sure. Totally right there with you. Right there with you.
$20, boom. I don't care. Yeah, $20 is expensive to watch one viewing of a movie, to rent it for a day. But I would fucking do it.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They want
I'm right there. But, there's a lot of people in the film industry that want to keep the movie theaters alive. There's something about it. I've thought about this because the home theaters now becomes, televisions are so big and the prices are coming down and the quality is just getting better and better. So it's a legitimate argument, but there's something about the movie theater that they want to keep that establishment alive. So that's why they don't.
Yeah, it might be a good. I'm wondering if it might be a good year for the Oscars.
But you make a very good price because you figure the average movie theater ticket price is around $13 or so. I don't know, depending on where you are. But you're saying, all right, for like $7 to $8 more, I get to watch it at home. Fine. Yeah,
it's almost like a convenience fee.
Sure, and I'm right there with you, man. Totally.
Absolutely, I'll watch it. And they would make they would make bank. You know how many people would fucking do that? Joker, for example, was very hyped on it. The fucking bank that movie would have made on, certainly.
Because there's a large population in my shoes where, they can't get to the theater. And then it's like, oh, well, I'll DVR it. And then the DVR comes. If it comes out, you have the opportunity, like $20, sure.
There are 3 movies coming out this year that within the title, there are 2 A's back to back next to each other.
Wow.
Marjavan is another one. 3 titles of the movie. Marjaavan. Just before there was the other one. I've never seen words in my life. La Captain. LAALKAPTAAN. That's another movie coming out. DACA. DAAKA. What's with all the A's in the fucking words? Rock. We're heading to a new time. No country for old men. Life ain't waiting on you. That's vanity.
You gonna go see Hustlers?
The only way I'll go see Hustlers is that if fucking J-Lo gives me a little handy.
Wow. All right.
Through handy, mind you, through the bottom of the popcorn bucket. So she's eating the popcorn until she gets...
Old school style.
Yeah.
Old school style. Look at you.
It's from that movie, The Diner. That was great. A classic movie.
Yeah. What are some other big movies coming out? You just mentioned some weird ones.
Queen and Slim. I'm just reading off some titles here. 21 Bridges, Midway, which looks terrible. It's like they made fucking Pearl Harbor over again. Cats?
That's the movie? Oh, right. They're making a movie. That's like, actually, that was a big deal because apparently they have this like crazy 3D rendering engine for the hair for the cats.
Really?
Yeah, apparently it was a big deal.
Like, is like the cat's going to be, like the cat's hair is going to be in 3D?
Well, yeah, like it's really well done. The Irishman's coming out. That's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, that will be a big one. The Irishman. And that's 3 hours and 45 minutes. That'll be a giant one.
It's going to be on Netflix. So you want to talk about, dropping $20 to watch at home. There you go.
Let's see how well that fucking does. Let's see how many people watch that shit.
I think that thing's going to I'm curious to see what we're never going to find out, but I'm pretty sure El Camino was like a massive watch in these first couple days.
There'll be a news item in this upcoming week. I would imagine.
Netflix never releases information, so it'd be kind of if they release that information, then it's a Pandora's box.
Yeah. Bottom 3, Houston 1-0 over the Yanks. Fucking mother.
Over? Oh, bottom of 3. Yeah.
Bottom 3.
What other movies are coming out?
Dicks on a Plane. Oh wow, that's another one. That's when I go gay. Dicks on a Plane. A lot of
Frozen 2.
A lot of
Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. That's the Tom Hanks is playing Mr. Rogers. That's gonna be a big deal.
Come on,
be a very big deal.
Talk about fall asleep. Jesus Christ.
He's gonna win. He's gonna win for that. You'll see.
No. That's like, yeah. Tom Hanks always makes a movie just try to get nominated.
Oh, Jumanji: The Next Level. That's coming out December 13th.
You gonna watch the new Charlie's Angels coming out?
No, I didn't even know they're making a new one.
Yeah, there's a new one.
Cats is coming out. This
I believe it's all.
They're making a Little Women film. Jeez. What else?
There's some good shit coming out.
Yeah. When is your chance? January? Is that too late? I think that's too late.
Yeah, no, it's from like now till December.
Yeah, in January, Bad Boys for Life is coming out. Clearly, that's not going to get any nomination.
Oh God, Will Smith.
Can Will Smith stop? Can he just stop the nonsense?
He's just made a movie where it's like the old Will Smith is trying to catch the younger Will Smith.
It sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, it's
like he's trying to get him. I want to be young Will Smith again.
Yeah, it's called Hindsight 2020.
Yeah, you can actually see after December. Yeah, the movies look kind of like weak.
No, you have to get it out before. You almost have to get it out before November.
Yeah, the Grudge film and Bad Boys are coming out, and
you have to. Like here's your
Guy Ritchie film is coming. Oh, Matthew McConaughey and Guy Ritchie, The Gentleman.
Oh, I want to see that. What is that?
A very British drug lord tries to sell off his highly profitable empire to a dynasty of Oklahoma billionaires.
What is it called?
The Gentleman. Coming out in January 2020.
Oh no, that's gonna be dog shit. I'm not gonna watch
it. Did you see the trailer for that Adam Sandler film where he plays like a bookie or some shit?
Mike Francesa? Yeah.
Oh, no, the Mike Francesa. Yeah, that movie looks kind of interesting.
It looks interesting, but you know it's gonna be a shithole.
You think so? I feel like maybe Adam Sandler turned the corner.
No, he turned the corner and got hit by a bus. His talent is gone, man. I don't think he ever really had. I mean, I've never really found him that entertaining.
He did this film with Jennifer Aniston. It was a Netflix film. The name it was actually a pretty amusing film. What's the name of that movie? It's gonna bug me now. Use the internet. What's the name of it?
Oh, get it before the show closes.
Murder Mystery. That was kind of a cute film.
I'll watch that later. All right, everybody. Thank you for checking out the LunaticRadio.com.
Yeah, this was great.
Thank you to Rock. Follow us on the social medias at Lunatic Radio across the board.
Thanks for watching, guys. We fucked.
Yeah. Listen to us on Spotify. All the shows. And we'll see you next week. Saturday and Sunday are the shows. No longer shows during the week. Saturday, Sunday. What do you think about that, Rock?
I like it. It's nice, neat and tidy.
It's
simple for people.
Yeah. Word up. Got any final words? Go ahead, Rock.
We will not be nominated this year at the Emmys.
Peace.
Or the Golden Globes.
Or the Blockbuster Achievement Awards.
The Podcast Awards.
No, never. Later.